I was literally on top of the world. Now, let me tell you this, I could have been a much bigger artist if I would have sold my soul, right? And a lot of people joke about that. They say, you got to sell your soul to do this and do that. See, the thing with me was, I played it so smart, I didn't have to sell my soul. But I'm still doing good in life, right? Now, when you sign to a record label and you're making them millions and millions of dollars, this is one of the first things they do. A lot of the artists that you think are the most famous artists in the world, they're not receiving any paychecks because they got that card and they ran it up and they only owe money. So at this point, they can't make money. Like, you probably got more money than a lot of your favorite artists, right?
Man, I didn't know if I was gonna show this or not. I'm basically doing a compilation, y'all. Just, man, all I gotta say is this younger generation is cooked. If this is who they inspired by, I think he not even, 17? Is he 16, 17? This Rakai dude? Y'all. That boy there. Boy, you wouldn't have made it when I was his age. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't even have made it around us. I mean, look at this. Let me see if I can blow it up. Look at that, y'all. He wouldn't even have made it. You wouldn't have made it. Like, this is crazy. This little kid, man. And this is what, teens alike, around his age look up to.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter. Get pop shit, get higher. I'm the hottest, call me fire. Locked out, jump up, live my life up.
Family, we're back. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your guys' time and attention. Hey, y'all, real talk. If you got somebody, keep them. Times are getting really weird, and I feel like people are caring about other people less and less. So, you got somebody you can communicate with, keep it 100 with, make sure y'all keep it like that. And have patience with people, too. For real. That Kanika Jenkins story with her mom and stuff, that's crazy work. Crazy work. The energy is getting to her. Real talk. Anyways, y'all seen a preview. Y'all know what we're about to talk about. This little dude is at it again. Y'all. Rakai. I don't know what's worse, the streamers or the rappers with the influence on the youth. Because you got the rappers who aren't really street guys influencing these guys to be street guys. Then you got these streamers that are having immense amounts of success. They're influencing the youth to be broke-wristed. Wink, wink. Yeah, check out this clip. Shout out to Black Balloon, one of my favorite channels. Check out this clip that he talks about Rakai in. This dude would not have made it in a certain era. Not at all. Check it out.
Man, I didn't know if I was gonna show this or not. I'm basically doing a compilation, y'all. Just, man, all I gotta say is this younger generation is cooked. If this is who they inspired by, I think he not even, 17? Is he 16, 17? This Rakai dude? Y'all. That boy there. Boy, you wouldn't have made it when I was his age. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't even have made it around us. I mean, look at this. Let me see if I can blow it up. Look at that, y'all. He wouldn't even have made it. You wouldn't have made it. Like, this is crazy. This little kid, man. And this is what, teens alike, around his age look up to.
Come on now. This dude, y'all. I checked out some more of his stuff after I made that initial video, and it's different. It's really different. A lot of their content is, in my opinion, uncomfortable. And it could be more detrimental than rap music. Real talk. You got to think about what these dudes are showing, how they getting the money, how easy it is. You got to think about the chicks that are in the videos with them and the messages that it sends out to the people that want to do what they're doing. They might think that these people are really, I can't even say that they're not doing strange things, but yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, this next clip, these next few clips, Black Balloon had this clip from a guy that went real viral. He had a song with like 253 million views on it, and he's explaining how the industry keeps you broke. But what I want y'all to pay attention to is his hand gestures. Yes, listen to the message too, but pay attention to the hands. Let's get to the clip.
He had a hit a long time ago. That was what, a decade ago now? I think it was called That Nasty Freestyle. Got like 250 million views on YouTube. I guess you call him a one-hit wonder, right? Most people probably know who he is. Really young folks today probably don't really know who he is like that, right? This comes from his TikTok. And he talks about when you sign to a label, how you have to sell your soul. And he is currently still signed to 300 Entertainment, the same label Young Thug was with, Migos, bunch of different artists, right? The same label old dude was the head of, and he went to YouTube to run their section of music. I forget his name, Lear Cohen. He was once head of 300 Entertainment, right? So let's check out what T. Wayne has to say about the industry and selling your soul.
I had one of the biggest songs in history at one point in time. I was literally on top of the world. Now, let me tell you this. I could have been a much bigger artist if I would have sold my soul, right? And a lot of people joke about that. They say, you got to sell your soul to do this and do that. See, the thing with me was I played it so smart. I didn't have to sell my soul, but I'm still doing good in life, right? Now, when you sign to a record label and you're making them millions and millions of dollars, this is one of the first things they do.
Dude talking about he played it so smart he didn't have to sell his soul. Boy, you sold your soul in some way, shape, or form. No matter if it's sacrificing time from self or time from family or time from another craft. You've sold your soul. You've compromised some things to keep that lifestyle you acquired. You've compromised some things to keep those connections you required. People just think that because they hadn't done certain things, weirdo activities, that they hadn't sold their soul. No, the moment you compromise something that you wouldn't go against, that's when you've done it. Period. Let's keep going now.
And this is what they did to me. And it's all love to the label, by the way.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why you had to do this while you was talking though? You see, mind you, he's still signed. He's still in that industry. Why did you have to do this while you was talking? You know, I'm one of them people like certain things that don't have to look at that. Look at that. Certain things that don't have to be done when you're talking. And this is one of them. You don't have to do this.
Black Balloon caught it. Now, just even that gesture right there is selling out because you're showing your allegiance and alliance with this group of people. But it's mighty funny that he started using those hand gestures when he said it's no hate to the industry. When he said it's no hate to the industry, y'all start seeing fingers looking like horns and going into circles looking like sixes and stuff like that. Let's be real. I've never seen a person talk that much like with the horn symbols, the six symbols. But I thought it was real funny that he did that at a time where he said, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on the industry. It's all love for the industry. Boy, cut it out. You're already talking too much. But let's continue.
This is one of the first things they do. And this is what they did to me. And it's all love to the label, by the way. No disrespect. They took me to a store to go shopping, right? And I was going to buy the materials out of the store that I wanted, right? And they stopped me and said, wait. No, don't spend your own money. Spend this money. And they gave me a black card. They said, anything you want, studio time, music video, whatever you want, this is the card you use. No more spending your own money. And that's where all the artists mess up. They get that card and they buy houses, cars, and everything. And when I tell you I made the label millions, I made the label millions. Believe it or not. So pretty much what I did, that first time they gave me that card, I swiped it. And that was the only time I ever swiped it. Because in my mind, I had already studied the game. I studied the game since a kid. So every time they asked me if I wanted to pay this, and pay that. Matter of fact, I even gave the card back. So what a lot of artists do when they sign and they get these big, huge budgets and get these cards and all that, they're paying for features, they're paying for music videos, they're paying for everything to leave them in debt. And then all the artists blow up and get super famous because they got this feature, they pay for this ad, they pay for this, they pay for that. But they're not realizing, buddy, you gotta pay this back. And there's only a few artists that stay on top of the world forever. The majority of them start good and then they start going down. So after they spend all that money, there's no way to pay that back, right? But see, the thing with me was I never spent the money. So I was only receiving paychecks. A lot of the artists that you think are the most famous artists in the world, they're not receiving any paychecks because they got that card and they ran it up. And they only owe money. So at this point, they can't make money. Like, you probably got more money than a lot of your favorite artists, right? And that's the thing. You would see a lot of artists capping and snapping and all that. But then artists would come to my house, right? And the thing was, I bought a house, but I didn't buy the biggest house in the world. Like every rapper, they buy the house with the 50,000 cars and all this. I just bought me a house. It was a 4 or 5 bedroom. I just bought me a normal shawarma house. But it was cool. It was good enough for me. That's all you need, right?
I'm going to keep it all the way real. It's something about dude's testimony that doesn't seem genuine. I feel like Holmes is in doubt about if he really sold out. And I feel like he knows he's sold out for real. That's just my honest opinion. Let's continue.
And later on, I ended up flipping that house. So while all this is happening, I'm just thinking about the long run, how everything's going to be in the next 10 years. I don't think for today or tomorrow. I think for 10 years from now. That's how I think, right? And that's the reason why my song still makes money forever. It's never going to stop making money. That song is going to forever make money. But so a lot of the artists, they're stuck in these deals and they can never get out because they owe the label money. Like there's nothing that, like they literally can't get out. And they're like, when they fall off and their stuff isn't popping anymore, the only way to get out is paying the label, and you're not getting it. But your music is always making money. If you ever had a huge song before, your music is always making money, right? So now, you might not be able to pay the label, right? But your music is still paying the label. Yeah, you spent all that money. The label don't have to pay you nothing until you get every single dollar that they spent on you back.
You can't pay the label to get out the red, but your music is still paying the label. And that goes to the contract talk, y'all. These are all things that are in the contracts. Now, I'm not going to say the person's name, but that label that started with the 300 that he was talking about, we had a very, 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 very unappealing experience with them at QC. It was a time, I don't know if you guys remember, where I think Thug couldn't drop anything either. Thug and Amigos couldn't drop. I think it was a period of time where they both couldn't drop. They were froze. So now you still got to pay back this money, but you can't make music to generate more income. And your other music you've made already is belonging to the label. So you're not getting a part of that because you took advances and stuff. I do understand why bro said he spent his own money, if that was even a real thing. Because once you in the red with these labels, it's over. It's a wrap. And then that's when a lot of people sell their masters. But yeah, I ain't gonna even yap y'all heads off. Like the video, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.